Maritime threats are no longer just from naval fleets or hostile forces at sea. Today, the world's undersea cables, vital arteries of global communication, are under growing threat from adversaries. The question is, how can they be stopped? Well, here in Spezia's Bay of Poets, NATO's top scientists and engineers are developing novel maritime solutions to give the alliance the upper hand. Here's how. Innovative technology, like this virtual reality software, is so cutting edge it hasn't even been named yet. But it means divers no longer have to plunge blindly into potential dangers to fix sabotage cables. Instead, they can recce the damage from the safety of land.
See that Francesco is visualizing a photogrammetry, so a 3D reconstruction of something that was underwater. So here, in this case, you can have a feeling of the size of the object, you can do forensics, you can analyze what was collected by the autonomous system underwater, and you can make decisions. But you are allowed to stay there as long as you want because everything is virtual.
This cutting-edge kit has so far only been deployed on exercises, but it addresses a vital NATO requirement, so it can't be far away from being used for real. Getting an idea about what goes on here, CMRE to NATO is what Q branch is to James Bond, and some of it is super top secret. But other bits we can tell you about. Want to know more?
Our mission is mainly to support NATO navies through science and technology by addressing some of the most difficult Navy challenges, I would say. We are focusing a lot on the protection of critical undersea infrastructures. You've seen increasing number of attacks in the past 2-3 years, especially in the past month.
So why are there more and more attacks on undersea cables? It's because it can sow chaos, affecting communications and ultimately defence capabilities. It's a low-profile attack with high consequences.
This is a concern for NATO, and we are working on developing a suite of technologies and tools to be able to do a better job at predicting and preventing that sort of attacks, acts of sabotage.
And part of that suite is Mainsail, a system designed to identify and track suspicious vessels. By using it, NATO should be able to pinpoint potential threats to undersea infrastructure.
Mainsail is a platform that's based around where the essential element is data. And one of the key elements of that is what we call remote sensing. So it's basically bringing a lot of different data, sensor data, together from different sources and fusing that and then using that to understand what is the situation around our critical infrastructure.
So let me explain. A ship that normally travels from A to B might veer slightly off course, slow down unexpectedly, or linger in a sensitive area. Mainsail will spot that, and then action can be taken.
It is looking at what we call the pattern of life, and then looking for things that are not following, let's say, a normal pattern.
So how are adversaries getting away with this? Well, undersea cables are notoriously difficult to monitor.
The critical undersea infrastructure is enormous. We talk about maybe many 100,000 kilometers or miles of cables and pipelines out there. So it's a very huge task to keep an eye on that. So we simply need to use technology to help us here.
Hostile actors tend to use civilian ships like fishing vessels or cargo ships to carry out their operations, making it difficult to prove intent. Okay, so let's consider this claim that the anchors are being dropped and dragged by accident. I've been speaking to experts and this is what I've been told. There are 3 things that need to fail. First of all, the gear mechanism. That's what's used on ships to control the flow of the anchor, either when it's going in or out. Secondly, going a little bit further back, the brake, that would also need to fail. And the third thing, there's a backup security and safety system here that holds these chains in place. That would also have to fail. And then consider the sound. There's a lot of noise when an anchor is let out. And add to that, I'm told that when the anchor goes out at speed, it's likely it would completely run off unless somebody stops the anchor on purpose and holds it in place. That doesn't always happen, but typically would. Let's be honest, no one really believes this sudden surge in anchor dragging is just bad luck, but proving that's the hard part. Mainsail won't stop bad actors from trying, but it will give NATO nations a fighting chance to catch suspicious activity early and minimise the damage. We've only seen a tiny element of the work that goes on here, but one thing is clear. Without this facility and the expertise behind it, the security of our undersea infrastructure will be at far greater risk. Claire Sadler, BFBS Forces News, Italy. Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.